Hi, my name is Ruben Camp. I'm the CEO and founder of Dark Horse Tech. We've been around for 13 years and we now service almost 1,500 practices all across the country. But at the beginning, when I left my corporate gig, we weren't all dental. We are now, but back then I just needed to have my income replaced. So I worked for assisted living facilities. I worked for a local beer company, you name it. But my passion, my family, a lot of them are dentists, has always been in this vertical, in this industry. So as we grew, this is what we're good at. This is what we're passionate about. More and more of our clients became dentists, and at that point, it didn't make sense to serve anybody that was not a dentist. The two biggest differences between a general IT provider and somebody like Dark Horse, our company that specializes in dental, are going to be time, the practice's time, and security. Right? So time, you call, you have a sensor issue. Does your IT company even know what a sensor is? Right? Them having to look up what a Dexis, a Gendex, a Sedexis, Sirona, any of these providers takes time. Your patient's in the chair waiting. Right? Here at Dark Horse, we know all of this stuff because we're taking calls and tickets on this all day long. So the amount of time to resolution is drastically less with a company like Dark Horse. And the second piece is security, right? When you're working with a generalist who does not have to really worry about, let's say they're working for a beer company, a real estate firm, these are not folks working in industries with compliance standards. So, if the dentist pushes back and is like, hey, why do I need a firewall? They're gonna be like, oh, okay, well, maybe you don't need a firewall, right? Here at Dark Horse, we're not going to let you cross that line. If you want to work with us, we're going to make sure that you at least do the minimum to meet HIPAA compliance standards. The main problems that dentists run to when using generic or non-dental IT support is going to be related to the speed in which issues get solved, right? We touched on it a little bit previously, but think about the amount of complexity there is in dental. There's a practice management software, there's an imaging software, there's a CBCT software, sometimes there's a intraoral camera software, there's third-party texting, there's voice over IP. All of these, and there's more, all of these things are specific to the dental universe, right? So in all of these things are tied to how quickly something that you need to work in order to serve your patients or treat your patients. If that piece of technology is not working, that is costing you time and money. Custom approach to IT really matters in dental because each dental practice really is different, right? We work for pediatric offices which don't have any 3D components. We work for pediatric offices that are also cloud-based, right? They don't need backup systems. And then we work for an oral surgeon who runs a heavy software called DSN that needs a backup system that can get them back up in 5 minutes. Like they prefer 0, but let's be honest, 5 minutes is pretty good. So each practice we go to, we do a full evaluation to make sure that the services you're getting are the ones you actually need. So that oral surgery practice is going to be paying far more than a pediatric dentist using a completely cloud-based environment. Dark Horse tailors each of our plans based on a very common practice in our industry, which is an assessment, right? That assessment is really important. We don't work with anybody that just there's no store. You can't just go online and click sign up for Dark Horse services. It's kind of anti-Gen Z. You have to talk with us on the phone. I'm sorry. But that assessment really tells us how many computers you have, what kind of technology you have, gives you a chance to explain what current issues you're running into with your IT provider, pieces of technology that is not working, and all of that goes into both a customized proposal to you and also notes for the onboarders to fix things during the actual onboarding experience. When a practice is switching from a non-dental or generic IT provider to Dark Horse, there's really two doors, all right? Door A is that provider, that non-dental provider, is a professional organization or person, and it's an email saying, thank you for your service. I want to introduce you to Dark Horse. We're going to be working with them going forward. Door B, which happens more than you think, is the guy's going to take it personally, or I don't know what's going to happen. So we kind of have to go white hat, get in the back door, and then tell them after it's done. So You might be a dentist thinking, am I door A or door B right now? We can always do door B. Door B is we come in, we remove all of their software, we install all of ours, and then we tell them after they have no more access to it. Door A is more comfortable for everyone, more preferable, and is more common, but like you have to be experienced in door B to be a provider worth their salt. If you're using generic IT and you want to switch to Darkhorse, head to darkhorsetech.com/contact. It'll send a completely secure form to us, like your current IT provider will have no idea that it's happening. We can schedule a call. We can go over what your environment looks like, custom tailor it to exactly the services you need to keep your patients' health information secure, get a proposal out to you. After that proposal is accepted, we go to the project team, and the project team will start the process on how to practically and efficiently take over that IT relationship.